myself is ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Got 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Yeah.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Goff now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Gay's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now Gordon on first down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
180. Check 53 is mine. Run it.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Gall. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
DC. General West. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now it's gone. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal.
Value three.
From the gun, here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Andy Dalton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
They'll run here with Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Mack. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. And the lead is now 10-3. Gay now set to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on. 180. You
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff got Gordon open, completes it. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Got to be careful here, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 47-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hey, 76. 76.
Out of the gun. Goff. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Hey, 5.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Dalton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 30 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gone. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Goff on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A give running right is Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey. 368. Line up.
Here's Dalton. That's complete to Meredith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 2, Dalton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Goff on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Goff. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cardinals. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Cowboys.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now gone. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Motion. They go 368. 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton uncorks one for Davis. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Arizona. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Another chance for Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Scott Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Gone. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gone. He gets it to Brown. Good play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out, watch out.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Play action now, Dalton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Mike 20. 4 down.
Get off the field. Mike 53.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Dalton up, play action. Open man is Miller. He's got it. 23 yards on the play. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Arizona. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is gone. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Finds, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Completes it to Miller.
Taysom Hill in at quarterback. His pass complete to Anthony Miller. A pickup of 18 yards.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun. Here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Goff. Aguilar has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Kevin White, touchdown, Cowboys. Kevin White His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. He
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On first down, they'll start out with Matt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on second down, Dalton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
24. Here you go.
Dalton here from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So Dalton now. He'll let this go for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. 15 yards on the play, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brings up third down.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Goff now looks to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Hands up. Lead. 51.
Now we'll carry from Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run here with Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
11.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff got Gordon open, completes it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you.
Once again, it's Barber. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Regular. Three down.
Play action here with Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cards, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.